Hello everybody, Blue Dooley, and we're going to do a little live streaming in Forza Horizon 5. Looks like we got an excellent connection. Let's get the feed going up, and alright, I see photo on my studio. OBS says there's game audio. I gave it some testing a little earlier, so this setup should have game audio. Might have to do a little adjusting as we play, but hope everyone's having a good weekend. I went to the Boise Roadster Show Friday. I took Friday off for my birthday. My birthday was Thursday, and my father-in-law went to the Roadster Show and spent probably 2 hours walking around. This morning at 8 o'clock I dropped a 4K resolution video from the show. The GoPro audio was kind of hit or miss just because there was so much background noise and chatter and music. You really couldn't hear myself or my father-in-law talking about the cars, so I just kind of muted all of the video audio and then put some music on over the back. So go to my page later today, check that out in 4K resolution. Like I said, my poor PC was working at it. So let's see, we'll jump in the game and we'll probably have to adjust my headphones a little bit. We're of course running in the tank pool. I love this truck. It's just so ridiculous. Such a ridiculous setup. So. New parade. Might have to do the parade. So let me know how your weekend was in the comments. We'll jump over here and we'll figure out why I don't see that there. There we go. Come on, YouTube. Alright, so let's go here. And snag myself. Thought I turned you off. Turn you off. Alright, so. Alright, why? Because that was media. Don't ask me why. I tell you, technology sometimes is a giant pain in the ass. Okay, where is the share button? Because of course, I don't have my link yet. Alright, there we go. Close you. Go back here. Manage you. Alright. So there's that. So now we can jump over here. Excuse me. And finish getting everything set up. Let's go to this. Come on. Alright. Create the post. Facebook. You know, if I knew what I was doing, I'd have already had all this shit done. But I don't. So you're gonna have to give me a minute. Come on. Probably taxing my poor PC a little bit trying to do all this stuff at once. There we go. Gift from Chase is in the barn. Okay. Close that. And I guess maybe we'll go see what the barn thing was. Message center. News. Yeah. Wish you could delete this. Gifts. You've been gifted a night Mercedes-Benz. Alright. I don't get on a lot, so sometimes it takes a little bit. Been gifted from the community 95 Nissan. Alright. That's cool. And a 19 Bugatti. Yeehaw. Okay, so those gifts were delivered because I gifted out a few cars myself. Got 5 kudos. I guess since we're here, we'll do our wheel spins. There we go. That's a little better. Buick GSX. Sweet. The Boise Rod Show was really cool because there was a couple of vehicles there that I didn't even know about. There's a Volkswagen van. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. Began with an F, and there's a little VW postal vehicle. That was kind of a cool little ride. And then I didn't know Hudson made a pickup truck, and my father-in-law didn't either. They had a 1946 Hudson Super 6 pickup truck, and I posted a photo up on Instagram, and it was almost impossible to get a good picture of it because the paint was so gloss. It was almost like a black mirror. It reflected every light in the building. It was just such a pain to try to get a good photo of. But I didn't know, like I said, I didn't know Hudson made a pickup truck. And my father-in-law, who's in his 70s, had never seen one before either. So that was kind of a cool find. It was also built by Kenny's Rod Shop over in Boise. So that was kind of neat to see such a high-end build from someplace there. Let's see, this is just going to tell us we got our cars. Alright. Accolades. What do we got? Car collection. Alright. Quick talk thing. Oops. Oh, accolades. I want to map. Let's do a sprint in the truck. That'll be fun.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Do a sprint in the old truck. It's just ridiculous to be going this fast in something this big. I mean, it's so cool looking.
Arrived at your destination.
Let me text James back. You know, because as a professional YouTube gamer, you shouldn't text while you're playing a game, but you don't watch me because I'm professional, you watch me because I'm ridiculous. We're trying to make some lunch plans. So that should be taken care of. We got a few playbacks, but like I said, we're not doing anything at the moment, so I'm not gonna throw a fit about. Let's see. Recommended? Nah. Current car. Because we're gonna roll in trucks, baby. All other YouTube channels play with the expensive cars and drive fast. Hardly anybody drives these. So we're gonna race against some mini mogs and some tank pools. Like I said, this is just ridiculous, so, and I love it. I'm surprised there aren't some more interesting liveries on the Unimogs. Yeah, the rod show was really cool. How's that turn out? If you're up in, you know, if it's not a terribly far drive for you to get to Boise, it's definitely worth checking out. There's usually always a couple of really rare and really unique builds at the show. Like I said, that Hudson pickup was gorgeous. I wish I could have got a good photo of it. And I'd never seen one before. So those kinds of finds are always cool. And I like the little sillier vehicles like the Volkswagen Postal Van. There was a 40s era Willys Jeep pickup that they'd stretched the cab 10 inches on, and it looked really nice. And of course, being 6'4", probably be the only Willys pickup truck I could actually fit in and drive. 47 Dodge Power Wagon cab on a 90s era 1-ton dually, Dodge dually chassis. Looked like it had the 12 valve in it, and probably about 2,000 pounds of rebar, detail work in it. See if I can get back into playing the racing game. In a very distant third at the moment, it looks like. Hey, that time we didn't hit the wall. I don't think we're going to reel it in. That's alright. We're just having fun hanging out. But, yeah. A little bit larger cab on the Willys. Looks actually pretty nice. Those cabs on all those old trucks are so small. Here we go. Maybe turn you down just a little more. Daniel Cruz. He was hauling in that Mercedes-Benz truck. Almost 10 seconds behind him. They had a few boats, some 60s era Stevenson high performance boats. And I mean, besides being gorgeous, they had a lot of horsepower to them. One of them was supercharged, and the Mortician, which was a Stevenson's built drag boat, had a pair of 327 V8s in it. Tell you what, I think in the 60s, the phrase hold my beer and check this shit out. I think them people knew how to have a good time back then. How do we make it faster? Let's put 2 fucking V8s in it. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Is this a new event? No, I haven't done the Goliath. No, the Colossus we haven't done yet. Yes, we're going to race the Colossus in the Mercedes-Benz. Because why the hell not? I've actually been mostly playing ATS or Warframe. So I haven't been playing Forza Horizon 5 as much as I usually do. Of course, I got the radio turned off, or down, so you can't hear it.
You have arrived at your
New
destination.
personal best, no slowing down. Colossus. Anything goes. Hypercars. Best farm, XP, credit, speedway. I don't know. I can't read Japanese. The Colossus in current car. Because we're silly like that. Hopefully we'll do a little better this time. Well, there's at least a red one.
This is a Colossus, the biggest road race we've ever made. Are you ready?
Sure. Climate. Stiffen you up a little bit. Got the ride height as low as it'll go. 0. Let's put a little more downforce on the front end. I would like to get the truck to oversteer a little more. Let's cut that down a little bit. Now, what difficulty are we on? Highly skilled. We'll leave it there. I am no super pro gamer, but I should challenge myself a little more than I do sometimes. Let's not do that again. And thankfully, we had some electrical problems in the garage, got those straightened out. Electricians came in Friday, and thankfully it was a quick fix, and they didn't find anything too concerning. So got some new plugs in the garage, and shouldn't have to worry about burning down the house, which is important. So didn't get any work done on the snowplow this weekend or last weekend, because of course we had to wait a week for the electricians to be free to get here. And I didn't want to try to fire up the welder with questionable wiring in the garage. Jesus, I think I forgot how to learn how to play the game. So that's good. With the garage, that's fixed. Well, I'd like to get up into third if I could quit hitting the wall and screwing off. I set you up for more front end bite. Why aren't you biting? Don't mind me just screwing off all the corners. Screwing up all the corners. So yeah, hopefully next weekend we can get back to work on the snowplow. Although snow season's probably just about over by now. There we go. Now we're catching. I just needed a little bit more straightaway. Come on. That was plenty slow enough. I hear him right behind me though. Ultimate drifting. Maybe we can get up to second. We're only 18% of the way through the race, so. Still plenty of time to screw up, too. But I am pretty happy with the GoPro's ability to film in 4K. But as I mentioned in the 4K video from the Roadster show, the audio, there was just so much background noise. Most of the clips you couldn't hear, you could barely hear me or my father-in-law speaking. So I had to just put music over the audio. Which is a little bit of a bummer because my father-in-law actually knows a fair bit about cars, old cars. So, it's interesting to talk to him about them. But yeah, I'm gonna have to break it up into a couple of parts because the 4K just taxes my poor PC. It took a little while to get that video edited, and then of course it took, I think, almost 3 hours to upload 6 gig video to YouTube. So I just started it last night, scheduled it for 8 o'clock this morning, and went to bed. Okay, this is going to be interesting, racing through town in something this big. I think third place caught back up to us. I don't know if I'm catching first or if I'm losing ground to him. Probably lost some ground to him there. But I hope you're having a pretty good weekend. Like I said, going to the car show was a ton of fun. My wife and father-in-law and her family and all have been to the Flying Pie pizza place over in Boise. So that's where I decided we should go for lunch, because I'd never been and everybody said it was really good. And I love a good pizza. I mean, let's be honest, even a mediocre pizza's better than a lot of things. So, pizza for lunch, car show afterwards. Like I said, we spent a good 2.5 hours at the show. This is kind of one of those racing classes. I don't understand how it isn't a little more popular. I mean, I get Indy cars are like the epitome or top tier of ridiculous performance. As the faster you go, the faster you can go, because you get so much downforce to keep the car planted. I actually follow a couple of rally pages on Instagram. And yeah, it blows me away that, you know, watching people sling those cars down narrow dirt roads or narrow, barely two-lane roads isn't more popular here in the United States than, like, NASCAR. Driving in a circle is more popular than people, basically European rednecks, driving fast down a mountain road in shitty weather. Because the last couple of clips they posted, there's been, 2 or 3 feet of snow on the side of the road. And the snow and the road and the tracks snow covered, packed. And they're still just absolutely hauling ass. I don't think he likes how much I'm slowing down for some of these turns. Our first place is definitely walking away. Come on, get off the wall. Thanks, CNRC. It is a pretty quick truck. It'd be a lot quicker if I knew how to drive it. Or if I was better at driving it. If you unlock the race engine, you got 2,400 horsepower in it. Probably Sean, not seen. Excuse me for being mispronouncing that. Lower at 50%, and first place is definitely leaving us behind. We're barely holding off the rest of the field at the moment. I definitely have mine geared a little for higher top end, so I always pull away on the straights. I had thought about meeting up with some people to do a little RC crawling today, but the weather's supposed to be a little iffy, and I spent so much time fighting with my audio to get the live stream going, and I forgot to charge a battery. Now that the weather's getting a little nicer, I'll be able to paint my new body for my HPI Adventure. I have the J Concepts Lloyd. And about 4 different colors of paint for it. You just settle down there, bud. That's the nice thing about racing a truck this big too, is it's a lot takes up so much track, it's a lot harder for the other vehicles to get around you. %, and first place isn't even. Oh, there he is, way the hell up there. I forgot that's why I wasn't live streaming as much Forza Horizon 5 as I had planned on, is because OBS and the Game Live Pro deck, they don't like playing together, and it takes me 20-30 minutes to get the friggin' audio from the game to be picked up by OBS. Like if I stream ATS, it's just a matter of picking up the, just capturing one single window. Come on, I want to at least get second. Probably not gonna happen. Yeah, see, I slowed down a little bit, and he just seems to be speeding up through all these corners. Damn it. Maybe we can catch him here in the straight. We've got a little more top end than everybody else. Yeah, I just need a little bit more straight so I can pull a little bit more out in front of him. I really like the sound of this truck too. Come on, corner better. Ultimate clean racing. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna catch first. So I think we're just gonna have to hope for second place. I got that truck racing sim. I haven't played it in a little while either. But it has brake fade mechanics, brake overheat mechanics, and these trucks in real life have water tanks on them so you can cool the brakes and keep them in an optimum temperature range, which is driver controlled. And again, they'll race these damn things on a road course in the rain. So that's kind of why I'm always picking on some friends who are big NASCAR fans. It's like, American rednecks can't race a car in the rain, but European rednecks can race a 5-ton truck on a road course in the rain. Third place caught back up to us again because we're back in the twisties. But could you imagine how much work it would take to actually sling this truck around at this kind of speed? I mean, yes, they have power steering and stuff, but still. You would probably be exhausted by the time this race was done. Just try not to slow down too much. This boy, they catch back up to you fast. And there's a couple more difficulty levels above this. And mad respect to anybody who can play on the most difficult setting and still get podiums. Yeah, boy, we're really holding up the line here. And first place is definitely pulling away. But this event is the hardest event for road racing, I'd imagine. So they probably expect you by this point to have your car tuning just spot on. At least they're not Unimogs in the bumper. Well, we're going to get second. Second place, I think, on the hardest road racing map, or event. "18 minutes. Oh yeah, Jesus. 18:8 to my 18:32. I was snoozing. Absolutely snoozing on that one.
You know what I always say? Don't get mad, get faster. You wanna go again?
Don't get mad, get faster. Level 78. Oh, no, level 79. And 4,000. My only real gripe about the game is the emotes and clothing items for rewards. New Horizon Adventure Chapter.
Wow, last 2 adventures. Which will it be? I have a coin if that helps.
So, I think Jay just wants to show you his new car, although I have had a number of unknown callers asking about him. What's he done this time?
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Guess we'll go check out the new event. Yeah. Food spins, don't care. I think I actually have more miles in this truck than I do any other vehicle in the game, to be honest. This is the Power Wagon. How am I still discovering areas I've driven on every road? Maybe you have to race in them to discover them. Speed zone. This won't be impressive. I suppose maybe if I can keep it above 100, it'll be alright. Come on, stay above 100. Yeah. An impressive 106 miles an hour. Huh. That's fast enough for 2 stars. I hadn't expected that.
In 400 yards, turn right.
I did all the street racing stuff first. It's my turn.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. Recalculating route.
El Camino. I'm definitely one of those players who just plays for fun. Also, it's hard to boot cars out of the way with other cars. This thing, man, you hit someone at 100 mile an hour, you barely slow down. So you can just punt the AI traffic right out of the way. Woo, shit. Are you kidding? Chairman needs help with some street racers. Okay. Might have to switch to a faster car.
There he is. So, some street racers just turned up. Oh, are they friends of yours?
No, we're not friends. And we're not street racers, Jamie. We're the Born Fast Racing Society.
Yeah, more like born rich.
Mira, amigo, you're in my country now. So throw down on the road, or go home.
Racing sounds good. Let's do this.
I liked it better when your character didn't talk.
Get to your cars then. Now, born fast.
Or dead last, mi amigo. Vamos, let's go.
Okay, before you ask, I have no idea what that guy's problem is, and I'm completely innocent.
Wait, who is this guy?
He's Tristan. Let me start from the beginning. A few years ago, I went to this midnight meetup in London. Heard it might be cool. Turns out, it was just a spoiled rich kids convention.
So you beat him in a race?
Well, yeah, but it was one race. You and I win and lose all the time. We don't go around being jerks about it.
How come they've never been to Horizon?
You ask me. The festival could do without these types.
Steady on, Jay. Let's see if they can drive.
Corner coming up. Let's see his turning circle.
Probably better than mine. That was terribly executed. I'd be absolutely screwed playing with other players. Unless they were terrible like me. Alright, so the trucks had to fight to keep second, and now in a car against a super good driver, same difficulty level, walking away from him.
You've got skills, Pablo. We just need to get you a real street machine.
I'll build a Chilo hot rod from scratch. Don't worry. Mi padre will pay for everything.
No need. Come down to street scene. We'll hook you up. How about you, Tristan?
I don't think so. I'm not going to stoop to racing you. You're not even in that ridiculous Hall of Fame of yours.
Alright. He's a bit of a prick.
So, the Born Smug crew aren't done yet. Tristan has organised another showdown at the stadium. You can head there now. Or, this is weird, but I got a call from the kid you'll be racing. Says he wants to talk to you. Your choice, but it sounds like a trap to me.
Ooh. Like the Charlie's Request chapter of Born Fast. Alright. What are these? Cruise the Copper Canyon with the June, aka the Technician. Like I said, I haven't unlocked everything yet. Adventure story. Oh, those are kind of fun. What's this one for? Drift. Volkswagen. Jeep. Reward and AC Gremlin. Okay. I guess we'll mow down some corn in the truck. Maybe do... I know one's drift and the other one's speed, so let's see which this one is.
Horizon Arcade will begin soon. Good luck.
Yeah. 5 minutes? Nah, we're not gonna sit around for 5 minutes. Alright, we got speed trap camera up here. 165. No, 169 is my best. So you gotta be 170 across there. Let's see if we can at least get 3 stars on this. We'll have to come the other way. See? Didn't even hardly slow down. Might be a little hard.
Horizon Arcade will begin shortly. Good luck. As we get this pig turned around, maybe if we get run and start from downhill, we might be able to hit it a little faster. You have arrived early. Horizon Arcade will begin soon.
Great skill chain for doing nothing.
Probably help if I lessen my downforce. I don't think we're gonna hit it any faster than we did the last time. Nope. Let's go. Visit to purchase. Yeah, personal best 172. And I think it was in this truck. Ooh, a danger sign? Yeah, let's do a danger sign on the truck and then we'll call it a stream. This isn't going to set any super great records, but again, it's more for fun than the ridiculousness of it than anything else. Menu.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Ooh, that's not destructible. XP sign down in the canyon.
In 400 yards, turn sharp left.
Since it's a danger sign, we might want to get a little bit more of a run at it.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Alright. Danger sign. Here we come. Oh, we're not gonna make it. Oh, that was fucking terrible.
You have arrived at your destination.
Just completely fucked that up. We were probably alright until we bounced wrong. That tree's not destructible. Alright, take two. Take two. On the danger sign. There we go. That's a little bit better run up. They're gonna get 120 out of it. Well, that's 2 stars. About 100 feet short of one of my buddies. AM Vulcan, AMR. Wow. He got 120-ish more feet with an X-rank car than I got in a 5-ton truck. Alright, well that's where I'm going to end the stream. As James is coming over, we're going to go get some lunch. Or did I tell him? What time did I tell him? I forgot what time I even told him. I told him a little later. So apparently, I can't even remember what I'm doing. Excuse me. bridge. Shall we see how terrible of a street race we could do with this truck? Yeah, I know. Ah, yes. A 5-ton truck up against a Corvette. And other hypercars. This should be entertaining. You should probably get a photo. There we go. Metal bird danger sign. Yeah. Everybody's an expensive car. I'm gonna do a stupid truck. Although maybe the wind affects the cars more than I thought it did, because they should be running away from me. A lot more than they are. You're right, there should be no way I'm pulling on any of these cars at all. So maybe if you are ever in a race in a hurricane, a semi-truck might be better than a car. I'll laugh if we get second place in a street race with a damn truck. Yeah, I shouldn't be passing a Corvette. So this game's difficulty is just, it's always seemed weird to me. I haven't changed any of the settings, because you haven't seen me go into any of the menus to change the race difficulty at all. And I mean, the S-Class truck should not stand a chance against an S-Class car. That's just ridiculous. I mean, we've left them in the dust. Practically. Guardrails barely slow us down. Whew, that was a close shave. And I did do that. Okay, so against other trucks, I suck. But apparently against sports cars, in the rain, driving a truck, I kicked ass. No idea. By 11 seconds even. That's yeah, 2020 Nissan GTR couldn't keep up with a friggin' 5-ton semi. Or Corvette, or 911 Turbo. Lamber Murcielago should have just walked away from me. So, again, the difficulty in this game is kind of weird, because I should have lost. badly. Yes, celebrate your second and third place to a friggin' truck. Humble emote. Oh boy. Emotes. Yeah. 11-second lead over a Nissan GTR.
Hey, Gordon. Final adventure run, so it shouldn't be a tough choice. What song to play at your Hall of Fame induction, on the other hand? Now, that's a tough one.
Win a race. Okay. Win a street race in a truck. Nice. Probably could have been a pickup truck. Well, let's see what else we can get into. Well, let's try another street race.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Let's do another street race in a truck. That'll be fun.
In 400 yards, turn sharp left. Turn sharp left.
Yeah, I follow the road.
200 yards, turn right, turn right.
Solid tree.
You have arrived at your destination.
Another street race in the Mercedes-Benz tank pool. Check the difficulty again. We're still at highly skilled. So like I said, I should be losing these. The nice thing is, though, they can't really push me around. Like, how am I already doing 130 and they're not long gone? That's just crazy. Right? Well, this one they're sticking a little closer. Especially when you mess it up. Yeah. Big talk and then you screw every corner up. Yeah, how am I catching them? At least this time they're actually getting a little better. Maybe the other course was a little too open. I think we're gonna do lousy this one. Blew a couple of corners and really just took myself out. see the purple smoke, so. Fourth place. Still though. Should have probably been last at that difficulty. I was only 2 seconds off. The last race I was 11 seconds ahead. Same difficulty. I don't know. Yeah, speed camera up there. Speed trap. Drift zone. I'm terrible at drift zones. It doesn't even matter if I'm in a drift car. I'm terrible at them. Danger jump. 30. That should be doable. Let's see here. One of these barns was a gift. Oops.
Turn around when it is.
Alright, let's go to the festival. Because I guess that one car is done. Is there a closer one? Yeah, this one's probably closer. Because I think that last barn find should be done.
Turn left. Turn left.
So we got 2/3. Third places in this truck today. Just an absolute murderous first place in a street race with this truck. And then a 4th place. Personal best on that one. Still not enough for... Oh, I needed 1 more mile an hour for 2 stars. Thanks. Thanks, game.
Calculating route. 200 yards. Turn right. In 100 yards. Turn sharp left. Turn right. In 400 yards. Turn left. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
Let's go barn finds. Complete. Huh. I found them. They're still not done though. Alright, well. Let's check out the garage since we're here. And, of course, you can filter by favorites. Volkswagen, Baja Bug, Power Wagon, Tank Pool, Super Duty, and the SRT Viper GTS are my favorites. course, we got Austin, Audi, BMW. We just picked up the Devo and the GSX this stream. Cadillac I've messed with. Corvette, Pre-render's kind of cool. Of course, we got the Hemi Super Stock Dart. Bunch of Fords. Jimmy's, of course, barn find. This Velociraptor 6x6 is kind of cool. Of course, we got some Jags, some Jeeps. Just got that one. Of course, the P50 Peel. The Cobra Daytona Coupe. So yeah, I don't have a ton of cars like a lot of streamers do either, because usually I just sell them. It's like, I'm gonna drive what I want to drive. I'm not gonna drive every car in the game. Let's go to. Should have went the other way. Let's see, review history. Total winnings, I've made $332,000 with it, and I've driven 5,127 miles. 18 races, 8 victories. I did manage to get a highest skill score of 1,690,000. That's pretty good. If we go, let's go back to favorites here. Let's check the stats on Power Wagon. Yeah, only driven 2,200 miles on the Power Wagon. $800 miles in the Volkswagen. $1,100 miles in the Super Duty. And hardly any miles in the Viper at 28 miles. So my furthest driven vehicle is the tank pool. That's pretty funny. I don't even think I put that many miles on the starter Bronco. Yeah, 114 miles on the starter car. All right, well, that is going to be a wrap for this live stream. Hope everyone had a good weekend, and yeah, we'll catch you in later. You'll also have to keep an eye out for part 2 of the Boise Roadster Show, as I will finish working on that later today and upload it probably later in the week. So enjoy your Sunday, and as I said, we'll catch you later.